Hey guys, it's me back on Essentially, and today I'm going to be shooting a video on how to make an easy paper cracked Thor's Mjolnir that is wielded by Mighty Thor herself. So I still have a lot of glue threads all over my hand because in the last video I got impaled by hot glue nib right there. It hurt super bad. I'm recording a billion videos today, so I bet in every video I'm gonna have this little medicine right there. So yeah, in the last video I made our James Webb telescope, which required a lot of hot glue. So yeah, that wasn't great. It didn't end well. So yeah, let's start our Thor's hammer. This one's gonna be not a tiny prop model like for an action figure, nor a giant full life-size model, but somewhere in the middle. So we will start with our blue AFO. So this is gonna be a unique technique. So what we're gonna do is fold it in half, almost like this, leaving a bit of space on one end, and then folding it once again till the smaller end, and then till the final end, and we will end up with 5 shapes, with the 5th one being a super tiny strip like this. And we'll turn this into a cuboid shape with our crafting skills, so something like this. And let's see, hammer should be this big. So yeah, up to this point. So we'll need to cut out a hole right there. One hole there, one hole there. Make sure it's lined up straight. Okay, so next up is, once we have these 5 sections, we will cut off each section up to this point, like this. Same all the way through. 4 cuts on one side, 4 cuts on the other. And then finally we can start wrapping things up in a cuboid shape like this. I'll use my stapler to make things quicker. And some tape. Now once we have this ready, I'll use my scissors to make a hole on the top and the bottom side, the ones we marked earlier. Just one tiny hole like this. And I'll use my pencil to widen them up. So they don't seem like they're perfectly centered. The hole should be somewhere there, that's correct. So looks like I messed up one of the holes, so I'll redo the thing, but on this side. And don't worry, because these holes will be covered up eventually by our white paper. So somewhere right there. Let's make some more holes. One, pass it through. And there you go, we have 2 holes now, like this. But we need to widen that a bit, an itsy bit more, so we will use our marker for that part. Okay, that's 1 and 2, so 2 giant holes. So let's see if I can pass it through. Yep, that works. That works charmingly. Now next up is folding these parts that we cut out in the beginning inwards to make a cube. I'm in cuboid. Like such. I'll use some hot glue to make this step quicker, and I'll be a bit more wary this time. They're doing construction works outside, it's quite noisy and annoying. Ow, that's hot. Okay, one side ready. Do the same on this part. That's super hot. Okay, almost burned myself once again right there. So now we have a box, sort of. So what we're gonna do next with this box thing is put a handle to it. Obviously you can chop off Groot's hand and put it in there, or you can use a red A4 paper to make a cylinder that fits perfectly through there. How big do I want this cylinder though? I think this is too small. Let's go full length, this big. So roll it by the horizontal direction like this. And I could just put it in there, but I want it to be pretty strong, so I'll use another piece of white paper. For the handle, and make the handle pencil thick, not marker thick, but just pencil thick. Or even thinner if you can do it. Okay, the construction is pretty annoying out there. I think I put some marker ink on my wound. That's pretty not healthy. Well, if I die tomorrow, then you know why. First things first, tape this in there. And then roll. Yes, that works. So just gotta put some more tape in there. This is gonna be a pretty thin handle, isn't it? An extremely thin handle. This is just the basic technique. You can use your own calculations and fit it to your necessity. I'm okay with having a tiny hammer, so that's why I went for a smaller look. Okay, this sucks. And like that we have our thing inserted. Okay, this is, oh great, it's not centered. No worries, I can just pull it off a little bit and there we go, perfectly centered, like all things should be. Just do from the other side. And next what we want to do is take a scissor, chop off some of these parts into strips like this. Open up the strips like such until you get a flower looking thing like this, and then push it all the way in and hot glue these flowers to the thing so your handle never comes off. So I'll quickly do that and I'll see you when that's done. Since that's done, I'm going to move on to the next step, which is going to be covering this guy in white paper like this, leaving some cracks all over the place to make it look like lightning is really flowing through it. But in reality it's just paper. So what I'm going to do to give it a weight, because look at this, it's pretty lame, it's falling down like this, so I'll put some of these metal balls along with these magnets, which I'll probably take out if I need it, and put it right in the middle like this. That gives it the perfect weight it needs to stand up. So yeah, next step would be, let's do the other way around. I've got tinier balls, you know. Should we try and use them too? Okay, so I've got tiny ones as well right here. Let's not use these are actually pretty valuable, so I'll just put the big ones in there like this. So it's pretty heavy now, and I need to quickly cover the top part real quick. So for that, let's start with the top bit then. So what I'll do is take a measurement like this, cut it off. So here we have the top part of our hammer ready. So we can just put this in there, but that would be pretty lame, so I'm gonna add some cracks, holes, and we'll stick it with hot glue. And the same for the bottom part, and the same for the sides. So I'll use a long one for the side part, like this, so I can do two things at the same time. So like that. So yeah, I'll quickly make some cracks here and there, and I'll attach them to here off camera, because that's gonna be an hour of work, which will be pretty boring to see on camera. So once that's done, I'll see when that's done. Yeah, actually I should probably show you me doing one of these sides, just so you guys get clear of what I mean. So we will take one of these and fill it with like random cracks like that. I'm trying to draw a map of my country. Not really. These are the districts. You can do it your way. So yes, just some random cracks here and there. This is just totally random. It's not really my country. Why did I say that? Okay, same on this side. Okay. And I'll cut these out. So for demonstration purposes, I'll just cut out these two. The cuts don't need to be perfect because these are random cracks. They're supposed to be random. So once I have these two cuts, I'll flip them this way, like the opposite direction. It's too big, so I'm gonna do this. And then put some hot glue over there, just a tiny bit, enough for it to stick in there, like that. And that. So that's one of the cracks done. Now do the same for every single piece and try to make the piece as big as possible so you don't have to do much work. So there it is. I burnt myself 3 times once again while hot gluing this entire thing together. And this is what it looked like from all directions, from the bottom, from the top. Pretty cool. So it's heavy on the head again. That's perfectly what we wanted. Now the next step would be to add the rope thing. Okay, the chickens are weird. So a rope thing right at the top, so you can like swing it around, and then we're basically done. So like this. And close it off. Perfect. So just like that, we have a Thor's hammer all set, all ready to go. Knock some enemy out. It's pretty heavy at the top, not really, but it is not light as you expect because of those metal bolts. They're pretty heavy. So yeah, there's our hammer. Hope you liked it. So yeah, this is it. I always wanted to make this thing ever since I watched that movie Love and Thunder. It looked so cool, like an amazing concept that the pieces joined together, right? And if you want to go more in detail, then you can, instead of making these sized corner, you can flatten them out, add some writings, make it a bit more cooler. So yeah, here's that, our broken Mjolnir. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some inspiration to do some paper crafts. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment me down below what should I do next in my next video, and share my videos. Thank you, bye bye.